Post-production supervisor, we work on everything that happens after the filming. Usually I'll come on to a project toward the end of principal photography. We work on the picture editing. We oversee the process of making sure that the picture editing, the sound design, the visual effects, that everything stays on track for the schedule. We keep an eye on the budget. We make sure everything happens when it needs to, because a lot of post-production is it unfolds in a domino effect. So certain things need to happen before something else can happen. So you have to keep all of the pieces moving together in concert to get to the finished product. And we get everything to the point that then it can be put into theaters, or it can be delivered to, if it's a streaming platform now, with many of the streaming platforms, we get everything finished to deliver the final product. But the days can, as with any work in the film industry, the days can be long. One of the things that I appreciate and enjoy so much about the post process is that's where, to me, that's where you really see the movie come together. I worked for a director for about 5 years, and we would work on everything from pre-production to shooting to post. And I think coming into the industry, I thought that the bulk of the movie would be made in the shooting process. But you realize that so much of it is shaped and formed in the post process, depending on what take they select, depending on what line reading it is, the way the music is shaped, the way the visual effects play into it, because so many heavy effects movies, the actors are acting against a green screen. And that's all being added in, the environments and so many components are being added in after the fact. You look at a series like Game of Thrones, I mean, that so much of that happens after the fact, that the actors are, to the point that the actors are surprised when they're seeing the finished product, because it's a whole new experience for them. And I have just the most tremendous respect for people in my industry who work behind the scenes, because they're not celebrated, they're not even familiar to people. I always joke with the editors that when they go to the wrap party, people say, "Who are you?" Because they're in dark rooms most of the time. But I kind of have the best of both worlds with my job, because I get to work with all of these great artists behind the scenes, but also work closely with the directors. Then the actors will come in to do their voice work, and you get to work with them on a level that you would not get to work with them on a set, when there's lights and people and a million different things happening around you. You really get to work with them in a much closer, more intimate process of creating.